Alright, so you guys know what it is. Supreme Spring Summer 2021, Week 8, dropping this Thursday, April 15th, 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You can calculate what that will be for you. And this week is, of course, highlighted by the spring tees, which is kind of what I want to go over for the most part. So we're going to kind of breeze over a lot of the other stuff. So if you guys are wondering, this is, Supreme Community. You guys got the URL up there. And everything is, of course, sorted in the upvote order. So as we go on, things will be less popular. Means they'll, in turn, be a little bit easier to cop. But, yeah. And in general, the spring, like the seasonal tees, as I like to call them, they don't sell out as fast as a lot of other ones. I think they might do stock a little bit higher. But then again, a lot of people don't like the seasonal tees. But before we get into it, I think this season has some pretty good spring tees, and I'll talk about which ones are my favorite. So to start things off, we have the FTP Arc Hooded Sweatshirt. I forget if there's something on the back. Yeah, it looks like there's not anything on the back. They've used this font several times, but to me, this font is maybe a little too cheesy or basic. I guess maybe at the time that they first used it, it might have been unique, but I feel like I've seen this font on Canva or whatever I use to make my thumbnails and things like that. I feel like I've seen this font plenty of times where it's maybe not that cool anymore, but people are digging it. Very good upvote ratio. So next up, we have the Nicole Smith tee, which I'm not very familiar with her. She was a model, a playmate, I guess, looking at the comments. But yeah, $48. Seasonal tees are usually going to run $38, but since it's a collab, the photo tee, it's going to be an extra 10, so you got 48. People were actually, I think I was looking at it on Twitter. People were posting some other kind of famous pictures of hers that would have looked a little bit better, and there are definitely some better ones out there. This one, I don't know, she's just, how she's looking at the camera is maybe a little strange. Poses, I don't know. But yeah, there were some other really cool ones. I think one where she was wearing a fur coat or something. I forget though. As far as the spring tees go though, this design, I'd pass on this. I understand people are always hyped about the photo tees, so it makes sense that's all the way up there. And then next up we have the Miles David. It's supposed to be Davis, must be a typo. The Miles Davis skateboard, which I guess this is just a mock-up. We'll see a spring tee that has this graphic on it, which is why they used it. Got the FTP beanie, which, just the same one, except on the hoodie it was arced. I will say I like the colorways they got going on here. Good selection for sure. Interesting that it doesn't match the tops, the hoodies. Usually they have the beanies or the other items that match that design, match the colorways as well. So next up we have the Apes tee, which, alright, yeah, I guess these do have pretty good upvotes. The Apes tee is probably my favorite one. I really like this. Makes me think of Apes Together Strong from Planet of the Apes. If it's a little bit difficult for you guys to see, what we got going on here is we have Supreme spelled out, obviously. They're 3D, so you can see some of the letters have depth to them. And then the letter is basically the body of the ape. So the letter has arms coming off of it. This one's holding a bone. This one's holding a torch. And then you have the legs also. So it's just a bunch of apes, but their torso and head and everything is the letter. So that's what it is. I think it's cool. I like it. Interesting colorway. I'm not too familiar with the colorways that they have. I don't think they've released all of the colorways they're dropping. So it'll be interesting to see the different colorways that this is in. Maybe a green one would look cool. Some nature type stuff. But yeah, probably my favorite spring tee, that one. And then my second favorite is this toy pile tee. And I know what you're thinking. Toy pile, what's that mean? Well, let me show you. Zoom in, and these are just gobbed up toys. We got a bunch of dinosaurs in here. Actually, firecrackers making up the end of the E on the bottom right. Some snakes, some insects, more firecrackers, Looks like some candles, maybe some like wax candles. So yeah, I think it's cool. I like the all over or the like jumbo print of it. One thing I'm not crazy about, one thing I'm not feeling, is the separation between the letters though. You can see the U and the up rem is really close together, not very much spacing. But then when you get to the S and the E, they're spaced out pretty far. It makes sense they had to get over the like seam for the shoulder, but I don't know. It looks a little strange here. There was a lookbook picture for it, and it looked a lot more normal than it does on the product image. But for that reason, I'll probably skip this. But I would like to get the Apes tee. And I was also surprised to see that it was $38 because it's such a large print. So I wouldn't be surprised if they charged a little bit more for this one, but you never know. Next up, we have the Dunk tee, which is like a boardwalk sunset scene with a guy dunking, and Supreme written on the bottom. I know they had the sailboat tee that had a very similar aesthetic to it, where it's kind of this drawing and it says Supreme on the bottom. I can't remember if it's the same exact font that they used for it or not, but regardless, it was a very similar one. Probably like 2/3, maybe 3/4 upvote ratio, somewhere in between there. But yeah, it's not bad. I wouldn't cop it though. Moving forward, we have the Bandana Tarp side bag, which we're gonna get a bunch of these Paisley or Bandana bags dropping. It's a pass, but as far as the price goes, $38, it's not bad at all. We have I guess they're just calling it this, the like candle tee. We actually saw this design done before. I think they did it on a puffer jacket, and then also I want to say a rayon or like an all over button up. Could be wrong, but we've definitely seen this design before. This is just the big box image version of it, which I've never been the biggest fan of when they do this, just a hard cut image. I like if they do some creative cropping or something along those lines. I understand for like the photo tees, it makes sense to have the image just like a big box like that, but for this, I'm really not behind it. We have the Old English Rhinestone short sleeve top, which is interesting because Supreme doesn't do a whole lot of rhinestone pieces. That being said, I'm not really into rhinestones. I wonder if we have a close-up of... Yeah, it makes sense we don't have a close-up of the rhinestone, but yeah, but as close as we can get is here, which it looks like it's just... almost looks like it has a studded effect going on to it because it's a screen print and then they have just spaced out rhinestones instead of like a solid rhinestone print. Alright, we have the Miles Davis tee. They spelled Davis correct here, which is going to be $44. Yeah, you just got a little image here and then the Supreme spell out. I don't really care for the design. I'd rather have seen a Miles Davis photo tee, but we got the Bandana Tarp large duffel bag, which the large duffel shape, the silhouette is strange. It's like very rectangular from the side. I think usually they have more like square ones, but yeah, interesting silhouette for it. The skull new era, which I think the skull is kind of a cool skull, but they don't really have anything else to accommodate it, and just doing a skull and crossbones isn't really enough. I think it's been played out. It reminds me of, I think the skate brand like Zero had a similar skull, if I'm remembering correctly. I could be wrong though. And then we have the Supreme Mitchell & Ness satin varsity jacket, which was actually the original teaser for the season. I believe was a picture of a guy in this black one on the end, and I don't like this. There's so much I don't like about this. I don't like the huge text. There's like so much going on the back, nothing on the sleeves, and I don't like the gradient fill that they got going on for 2021. Love all, trust few, do wrong to no one. It's not a bad saying. Yeah, that's not bad, but yeah, not feeling that one. The Bandana Tarp small duffel bag. In a smaller version, you save what, like $4, $10. Okay. The cargo pant. They dropped the jacket, the parka top that matched this like text message box logo camo. I think it's trash. We have the reflective dyed camp cap, which reflective hat I'm not really feeling. The black, I guess, is alright. Xbox turned on to do an update in the background. Of course, we get the oh wow, dude. I wasn't expecting the Rhinestone beanie to be $78. I guess maybe another typo, but damn if that is. We have the Embossed Logos Hooded Sweatshirt, which just has all these letters. Of course, the letters spell out Supreme, but we just have these letters like embossed all over the hoodie. I think it's all right. Would I pay $158 for it? No. The Peacock Jacket. I think this is a missed opportunity. I think they could have done some more details, or at least they should have swapped the collar. I think giving this like a dark brown corduroy collar would have made it a lot more classy. Just something to break it up, because it's such a wild pattern. Just add like a little bit of detailing, or swap up the material a little bit. But apart from that, I really do like this all over print. If they would have put this on some pants like this, imagine this pattern on some like jeans, it'd be crazy. You got the peacocks, the flowers, the little like Supreme alphabet soup type spell out. I think that would have been cool, but not a bad jacket in the green colorway. At least I really could care less about the black and white one, the sepia, low sepia type one. We also have the Unseen Not Sorry pin, which is just a design ripped off of another spring tee. This one right here, the Not Sorry tee. I guess we got a couple more. And I've seen a lot of hate for this. I've also seen a lot of comments where people are like, yo, if you go out on the street wearing the Not Sorry tee, I have, the utmost respect for you. And I actually like it. I think it's kind of cool. This green is really nice too. That's a nice green. The bear says I'm not sorry, and it's of course like a BDSM bear, but I like it. I think it's cool. It's not a bad design. It's kind of edgy, but not like too edgy. I don't know. Well, it is very edgy, maybe too edgy, but not like a fake edgy, which a lot of brands like Antisocial are very easy to kind of see through. We got the Shea hooded zip-up sweater. Not getting much love, pretty low on the list. I think they've done a lot of designs like this in the past too. So yeah, skip for me, especially on the type of like silhouette material being used. Just not really for me. Stacked Cordura 6 panel. Interesting fabric to put it on. Cordura. Way too much going on. Also, like the inverting, spelling it backwards and upside down is just too much. Maybe if they stacked it going the same way, it'd be a little bit better, but it's pretty hard to read. And then we also have the reconstructed short sleeve top. Trash, except for the middle one. I do like that colorway. I like the colors that they got going on here. But apart from that, apart from the actual colors being used, I don't like anything else. I like the dyed or the washed aesthetic of it. Whole lot of stuff going on in the background today. And then last up we have the braided leather overcoat. This is trash. This looks like you're like a wannabe mobster. You're trying to join the Sopranos. You missed your audition for the Goodfellas. That type of stuff. Way too expensive. Stupid expensive. $600. Yeah, no thanks. But yeah. What spring tees am I feeling? I like the Not Sorry one. Would I wear it? Probably not. Yeah, I don't know. I like that. I like the jacket, the Peacock Jacket in the green colorway, but it needs a different collar, maybe some stuff going on the cuffs for me to cop. And then I also really like the Toy Pile tee, but just because of the spacing on the sleeves, I'm gonna skip it. And I need that Apes tee. The Apes tee is very cool. I like that. And I'm looking forward to seeing what other colorways it comes in. If it comes in the green, usually like what we see for the other spring tees is a very good idea or indicator of the colorways that we're going to see on all of them. So there's a good chance that we're going to be able to get like this Supreme one here in this blue colorway, which is interesting because a lot of the toys are blue. And then also be able to get both of these in the like evergreen colorway that we saw down below on the Not Sorry tee. So they're cool. And that's about it for me. What do you guys think of the spring tees? I saw a lot of mixed opinions. I think it's a pretty good round. Usually they're kind of trash, but I'm digging these ones. How are you guys feeling about it? As always, thank you for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.